aspects of the shots were from which weapon. So accordingly, that's why I am being resistant at this time. My statement of justification is blanket for every member of law enforcement, regardless what, where, whom, every single one of them, every action they took was 100% justified. But the specifics will be coming. But I must have those aspects of the investigation completed.
It could be self-inflicted.
What I have done at this time is I am waiting to go ahead and hear every aspect of the ballistics. There are many things that I do know. I do not commit to anything without having all information. So if I sound uncommittal, it's because every time that somebody says a comment of speculation, so many times it gets proven wrong, and then it leads to more harm than good. So I am only going to state that it was a final exchange of fire. We know that for a fact from the evidence that we have. Following the final exchange of fire, the actor became deceased. So I will leave it at that. You will know more in the future. I will take one more question because I know many of these questions will be the subject of the next briefing, and I hate having to repeatedly say this to all of you.
Knowing that the actor was potentially harmed, what precautions did your detectives and officers take in issuing a warrant for a potentially dangerous individual?
So they did get the arrest warrant, as I stated. They did a complete search of the whole area that night. They went over to the actor's home the next day. They made sure that the township police department of the area where he lived, that they were alerted. And these are plainclothes detectives, but they also do wear their bulletproof vests. They were equipped to go ahead and go into harm's way. But the unfortunate aspect is, given the nature of where, when, and how the ambush by the actor occurred, that there was no time for response. They did go ahead and proceed as you would expect law enforcement to proceed to try to protect our community. There was multiple communication. There was use of drones to try to go ahead and determine where he potentially could have been hiding. So yes, they were actively looking to protect the community. And additionally, I will add, as I stated before, the ex-girlfriend and mother who were directly in harm's way, they were not there. They were staying elsewhere. And they knew not to come back. And it was law enforcement who were the ones that went. It was our detectives from Northern York County Regional and our sheriff's deputy who went to make sure and see if they could provide ultimate safety. And rather than being able to provide ultimate safety, they wound up having to provide ultimate sacrifice.
Aside from car fire potential, were there any other threats made to this woman or her family that you're aware of?
I'm not going to go into anything beyond what was the previous affidavit of probable cause from which I was citing that contained the stalking allegations. There are further aspects from interviews that continue to be developed, but that's the last, that is the last part of information I want to stick to from that aspect for right now, what is known, defined of public record, because it's very important to do so at this occasion. Thank you all very much for being here.
Chief,
Thank you.
Spell the names of the slain officers, please, and their ages.